Alrighty, we are back. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, we're back and running. So, we left off with everybody entering Frederick's second home, his party house. We'll pick back up with Rasmus, Cecil, and Remy as they are approaching the home. The automata outside has given you a pleasant greeting. Rasmus is leading the way, and he gets in the front door and stops short when he sees Grum.
All right, y'all. You must be the guests being expected at the insert lord or lady's name. I'm gonna need your weapons.
Ah, weapons. Yes, of course. Rasmus reaches down to his side and removes a sword, which he hands over to Grum.
He's kind of surprised that there was no objection, and he'll just kind of hold them and go to the next person.
All right, Rasmus slides in.
All right.
He says the exact same
That's
thing to the next person as he said. He's done this before.
Very well, very well. And I'm going to hand over my quarterstaff, which is about as tall as I am. Very plain. But I'm not going to touch the crystal ball that's hanging in a sort of a sling on my waist. Just be like,
Yeah,
here you are.
he wouldn't recognize that as a weapon. So he'd be like, oh, thank you. And he kind of holds up the stick.
Thank you, sir. And I'm going to wait for Cecil.
You muted, Cecil.
Check 1, 2. Am I back?
There you
Yes.
are.
Okay, yeah. Cecil has a pair of fancy but mismatched daggers that he produces from within the voluminous robes there and holds them up. Do these count?
They count. They're very nice ones. Make sure they're not lost.
Thank you. They were a gift.
Yeah, so you guys enter the manor. It's quite elegant. And you see Shun and Philomela standing in the entryway. Rasmus actually kind of makes a beeline for a corner and like posts up. He looks a little bit uncomfortable.
Do I recognize Rasmus as he passes
You don't recognize this man.
by? Okay.
But he does look at you as he passes by. A quick glance, and you see that his eyes are this strange, brilliant color. But they're gone in a flash as he goes and kind of posts up in a corner.
Okay.
Side eye.
Yeah, gives you a side eye.
Do I recognize Remy or Cecil?
You don't recognize Remy, but as you're looking at Cecil, give me a quick, we'll do, oh god, what kind of check should this be? We'll say it's a history check.
So history is usually just general lore.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, this guy looks like Lethopanthus's son.
Okay. Does he look exactly the same?
It is uncanny, the resemblance. But much younger.
Okay. She's a little surprised to see the man here, but she's not gonna comment just yet. Well, she can't comment, so.
Yeah, she's still kind of forbidden from talking. And as you all enter, there's a bit of a kerfluffle down the road, and you hear the sound of many footsteps and voices speaking. And Grum, you kind of poke your head out the front door, and you see a big group of people approaching.
Oh, great.
And the automata out front nods politely to everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And a large woman dressed fancily kind of bustles up to you and looks you up and down, Grum. Well, what are you supposed to be?
I'm the weapons collector.
A weapons collector? My
Yes.
God, you look like some sort of street rat, but multiplied in size. I didn't realize Frederick would hire such riffraff. And she looks to a man behind her who's also finely dressed. He chuckles.
Well, have you got any weapons on you then?
Weapons? No, I carry no such thing. The idea. And she kind of brushes past you.
Yeah, Grum's kind of used to being treated sort of like a minor, like weird person.
Mm-hmm.
So he just goes through the motions. He goes through the motions.
Yeah. So as the crowd begins to filter into the home, you take weapons as they are proffered. Most people don't give you much guff. This is pretty standard. You know, a couple, there's some, mostly daggers. You get a couple of ceremonial swords, a couple more quarterstaves. Nothing particularly outstanding. But yeah, people are starting to filter in. Philomela, you... no, nothing yet. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that if people are starting to filter in and there's still no sign of Frederick sort of coming to pick us up, she's sort of going to go into, I guess, if there's some sort of like a side room or a room that's a little more private, sort of like make her way there to not
Yes, there
mingle with
is.
the crowds.
So you kind of head further into the house. There are certain rooms in this manor that you are not allowed to go into, but they are not on the first floor. So
Okay.
you are allowed to go any room you like. There's a ballroom. There's like a dining room to your left. There's like the coat rack room, which is where Grum's going to put all the weapons over towards the right. And yeah, so you can go basically anywhere on the first floor.
Oh, she's gonna sort of go. Oh, Jesus. 1 second. Gotta work this map. There we go. Over here. I assume it's some sort of like a library.
Yeah, it's like a
Reading
little study
room.
library kind of room off to the side. It's very quiet. And even as more people
Okay.
start to filter in to the home, the sound is dulled here.
Okay. She's gonna stay here and wait patiently.
Okay. Ashun, what are you up to?
Well, I guess I'm still waiting for Frederick, is it?
Frederick, yeah.
Frederick. So I think I'm also sort of gonna post up near a corner. Not quite completely in the corner, but still sort of corner-ish. I would say socializing isn't exactly my strong suit, so
Yeah, Law follows along and posts up next to you, sitting very politely. Remy, what are you up to?
Yeah. So I am mostly here for Erasmus. I'm not super interested in rubbing elbows with people, especially if someone might recognize me in this crowd. So don't want to leave Cecil, but mostly just hanging out with him, also trying to just not stay near Erasmus. I assume he'll come fetch us if he needs us, but also not wanting to be the center of attention. So I'll sort of drag Cecil a little bit over here.
Oh,
No, Cecil! Oh.
And he's climbed away.
And he's gone. Where'd he go? There he is. He's on top of the statue. Okay.
He ascended.
Yep.
I must go. My people need me.
Yeah, so Cecil, Remy kind of guides you over to a side part of the room. This house is fancier even than Idris's home had been. And there's a couple of kids here, actually, but they seem to be guests. Go ahead and give me a quick, we'll call it an investigation check and see what you pick up about this place.
Okay. I'm actually okay at that. 13.
Yeah,
Nice.
it feels very empty despite being full of stuff.
I don't think any kids live here at all.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be surprised. As far as I'm aware, is Frederick even have kids?
You don't know. I forgot. Did you do a history check on Frederick?
Yes. Got
What
a
would you
gentleman's 20.
And you got a gentleman's 20. Yeah, you know Frederick was once married, but he never had children.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm aware, the owner of this home doesn't actually have any children. Not everybody
Why do
does.
you have such a big house?
Some people like to have very nice things and make sure that they can show them off to other people. You've really never been at a party before.
No, the only place I've been was the house I came from. There was like 13 or 14 kids there. It wasn't nearly this big.
And when you woke up in that alley, you don't remember being hurt anywhere, bleeding, maybe from your head.
It was really cold.
No
I
headaches.
remember that.
It's cold. Okay. Well, while we're here, we might as well enjoy ourselves. We can get some sort of snacks. We could see if maybe there's someone here that you recognize.
As an aside, that lady with like the Turkish key dress is killer. That menu that just came in.
The
Oh,
red
with
one?
the black dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? She looks
So
fucking...
looks like she's about 9 feet tall, and that dress is
dope.
spectacular.
It's incredible. Yeah, there are a lot of well-to-do people coming in. You can see by their clothes, by their demeanor, they're all wealthy, upper crust sort of individuals.
Everybody must have got gifts from the nice store.
Gifts? What kind of gifts did you get? I remember you said that the daggers were gifted.
I mean, daggers, this coat, this kind of cool cape thing. Just about everything, really. I didn't really have any stuff in the alley. Well, maybe the stuff that was left there. Some of that might have been mine, but it was mostly kind of gross.
Things in alleys usually are. Well, the cape is very nice. It was kind of them to treat you the way that they did. And you still don't know why. Were they just being friendly, or you said that they wanted something?
Just to make sure I remembered everybody's name and how they were nice people.
Well,
I guess that makes sense. No one wants to
it
be
does.
forgotten.
That is very true. I will say, Cecil, there are people out here that will want things from you and may do it in quite not so friendly a way. So especially when you don't know a person, be careful with what you accept from them. With the people that you're with, you might not have had a choice. But here, let's make sure that we're not being too friendly, too accepting, right?
You know what that means?
Well, that's fine. We'll go see if we can find the snacks.
He's like, I don't know what that means, and then just kind of looks at the painting because I'm done with this conversation, and I haven't had to politely extricate myself previously, so I'm just leaving.
Incredible. Incroyable. So do you wander off, Cecil, or do you just sort of stay to absorb?
Not really. I just kind of stay where I am. I'm just looking at the stuff that's here now.
Yeah. So there's like these 4 statues.
Kind of
that are quite
talking time
elegant.
is over now.
Yeah.
Like the interact with a
painting-
toddler, just kind of.
Yes, very much so. Like, okay, I'm done. Moving on to the next thing. There's this triptych of like paintings of sunrise, sun high, and sunset. There's a plant in the middle, and there's quite a few people milling about now. There is a child. There's a couple of kids running around. They're also finely dressed. And you see Rasmus, like I said, is posted up in a corner. You see a gentleman with a mechanical-looking dog, an automata dog, sort of not fully in the corner, but kind of stepped away from the group. and the dog is just sort of looking passively around, seeming to like keep an abreast of the situation.
There's an awful lot of automaton stuff here, which is increasingly interesting, Cecil, just given that there seems to be kind of an air of palpable magic coming from these various automata.
Yeah, and in fact, the automata that had welcomed you inside returns. Or actually, it pauses at Grum and says, "You are now welcome to join the event as a security precaution."
All right. He'll give it a wide berth and go the opposite direction.
Yeah, so you two split up. Grum, you easily move through the crowd. People seem to want to give you a wide berth. This automata starts making the rounds. Would you care for a drink? It asks the lady, and it seems to be coming towards Remy and Cecil, asking this question about beverages.
Well, Remy's going to perk up immediately and say, yes, we would very much enjoy a drink.
Excellent. Would you prefer alcohol or non-alcoholic?
How old does Cecil look? Remy's eyeing you.
Really know what that means. Why don't you pick, robot person?
What is the age of the individual? Yeah,
At least
Remy,
9 days.
not Remy, Cecil, how old do you look? What's your, like, what would you say your age range is?
His physical appearance is early 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, that being said, he has a slightly elven cast to his features, so there's a certain level of ambiguity to that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, young man, why don't we
This might
stick
be
with the
half
non?
elven.
Why don't we stick with the non-alcoholic for right now? We'll have time to try other things later on. Responsibility.
Yeah. We'll go Remy. The automata gives an inclination of its head and continues to carry on, collecting drink orders. A shun, it makes its way over to you, kind of walking past Grum again. It does not seem to be concerned about you, Grum, even though you are giving it a wide berth. But it approaches a shun and asks the same question. Would you care for another beverage, sir?
No, thank you.
Very well. And it kind of bounces around. Let's see. Asks everybody if they want a drink. Oh, God, where did it go? Oh, God, where is it?
It was like in the hallway.
Oh, there it is. Okay, and then it kind of heads into the hall to go gather the drinks. And we're actually going to follow it, and it passes this library door and pauses as it see that the door is slightly ajar, and it enters the room. Lady Philomela, do you require anything?
Philma is. His words completely went over her head. She's very much focused on something else right now.
Lady Philomela, are you well?
She snaps to attention. She sort of turns to the automata. She opens her mouth. Can she speak right now?
So you do not feel like you can't talk, but you do. There is damage to the apparatus in your throat.
She's gonna give it a look. She's gonna say, "Leave me be," and her voice is cracked. There's something not quite right about her voice. It sort of doubles with something else.
Yeah, there's almost like a dual layered effect, as if two voices were speaking at once. But it's rough and raw. And the automata pauses and cocks its head to the side and looks at you for a moment. And then gives a nod. Very well. And heads out. Woo-woo.
Poor Mel.
Poor Mel. So the party is starting to take off. A couple more automata have appeared amongst the guests. Let everybody know that there are snacks in the adjoining dining hall. And there is a table to be seated at. And that the first floor of the manor is open to everyone.
Well, Cecil, you mentioned before that you were interested in magic, weren't you? Oh, wait, you're muted again, Torg.
I do, so you can't hear the cat yelling at me, and then I forget. I'm drawn to the magic. It has a voice and calls.
It's interesting you describe it like that. I've never heard anybody call it a voice before. What is the voice like?
That depends. Different magics have different voices, different tones, different timbres of their speech.
Okay. Do you get any sort of voice off of the automata that we passed by on the way in?
Cecil pauses for a moment, and a blue arcane glow seems to originate where he'd undone his buttons earlier. He hadn't put himself back together, so there's a glow that comes up there, and it kind of travels up his neck, and his eyes flash as he looks around the room. And Ben, I've cast detect magic, and I'd like to focus on the waitress automaton.
Mm-hmm. You get definite magic from here. It is primarily magic of what's the word I'm looking for? It's not evocation. It's not transmutation. It's something else. Conjuration. Yes.
Hey.
There is tastes of conjuration magic, flickers of some other magic that is more precise and precise in the sense of like it does something very specific and you are unfamiliar with its voice, for example.
Yellow with tastes of sunshine, I think.
Well, that's beautiful.
The voice is bright, but the words are muddled. I can't really decipher them.
Well, thank
It's
you.
like it's speaking in a language I've never learned.
Okay. What about the other automata, that gentleman's dog? What would you say the magic on that one is like? Is it any different?
I guess I'd like to make a focus bed. Do you want a Arcana check or anything, or?
Yeah, we'll do an Arcana check. As you look over, Ashun, what are you doing at the moment? Are you just kind of chilling?
Yes, I am still chilling.
Sweet. You kind of look around, try not to make eye contact with anybody, but you do accidentally lock eyes with this young man across the room. He's got blue eyes, red hair, and he seems mostly interested in law. In fact, he's looking very intently at law. And you see a figure wearing a golden mask and with golden hands next to him.
From Remiel's clothes, would I be able to identify him as a member of the church?
Yes.
Okay. It's a little ew, a little yuck, a little sus. I don't know what a member of the church could potentially want to have to do with me as to why he's staring at me. So I guess I'm just going to stare back. We're going to just make direct eye contact.
The stare off.
Yeah, so Cecil, you are investigating this dog, and then you feel eyes on you. Remy's eyes are hidden behind a mask, so it's difficult for you to make direct eye contact to Shun, but you're looking like where his eyes would be. Remy, you feel his eyes on you. What do you guys do?
I'm busy with the dog. I'm busy with the dog. I don't really care about that person right now.
Cecil is totally focused on the dog.
Well, would you like to get a closer look, Cecil?
I think so. Usually, the closer and more thoroughly I can examine, the better I can hear.
Well, splendid. I would absolutely love to hear more about this magic. Why don't we go take a look and introduce ourselves?
I follow, still staring at the dog.
All right. So it's done.
My head cocks to one side, though, like I'm listening for something that's not really there. Like it's very much a...
As you two approach...
It's not that I'm staring so much as I'm looking and, like, leaning my ear towards.
So kind of doing something kind of like this.
Listening.
Yeah. So as you two approach, what was that Arcana check, Torg?
20 total.
Yeah. What kind of magic does Cecil pick up on, Ashun, as he is investigating law?
No, I'm not familiar with the types of magic, or off the top of my head.
Oh, that's okay. Just give us a description of like what Ashun did to bring law to life. Like, was it a lot of technical work? Was it more guesswork? Was it more mechanical and then you added the magic after, or was it magic first and then you built around it? What was the process like?
It was mechanical, and then he added the magic afterwards. He's tried a couple different variations. This is like Law of the Fifth or something, and he's found that putting magic in a non-magic object seems to be more effective than trying to build, I guess, something non-magical into something magical. If that makes sense.
Yes,
Right,
totally. Right. And so that's kind of what you get as you come closer, Cecil. You get the sense that this little being was created in this, the mechanical body was made, and then magic was added to it to bring it to life.
And just, again, I don't mean to overstep here, but kind of just looking at the stats of your average steel defender and the kind of abilities that it has, there would be, in addition to other things, I feel like there'd be like abjuration in place where it's a protective kind of.
Yeah.
I was also thinking that.
Makes
Yes,
sense.
you do have that kind of sense. You get a little bit of transmutation from the, you kind of took this metal heart, and, there is some flesh components, as all automata have, but you feel the magic, the evocation, the abjuration, the transmutation magic all wound up inside of this creature. And you two approach Ashun. Ashun, these two are coming towards you. What do you do?
Again, just he gets close to the dog, like almost ignoring the fact that the Shun is there.
I think Ishun would sort of slightly step in front of Law, sort of looks at both Remy and Cecil, and he's not exactly polite, or he's not exactly mean, but it's not polite either. It's just sort of very neutral when he asks, like, "Can I help you?"
I'm trying to hear your dog.
You're trying to hear my dog.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear his. I guess you made it, so you might know. You've heard the magic. You heard the sounds it made. You know the notes that went into the composition.
I know the sound of steel, if that's what you mean.
No, that's the form. That's immaterial. The form can be anything. You can make anything into magic. It's the essence that's. It's blue but not sad on the outside. I want to say protective. And there's an orange core where you took the cold steel and you warmed it with life, and has that orange internal glow, like coal in a hearth.
As you say this, Law kind of cocks their head and looks at you, Cecil, with intelligent eyes.
I mean, I suppose that's all rather poetic.
I think the hearth is probably the most accurate for the sound of your dog here.
I think at this point,
Protective,
Ishun sort
it's
of
home,
look.
it's warmth. That's right. You can hear, like, I don't know if you can hear like almost the crackling flame of just the arcane power that goes through there. Because I mean, your creature can attack, can it not?
Well, yes.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's like fire. Fire will burn, but fire is also safety and home and light. It's very much that kind of energy, and like at the very
not to cut you off, not to cut you off, but sincerely, how can I help you?
I apologize. My name is Remiel. This is my friend Cecil. Cecil has a bit of a special view on magic that we were looking to explore a little bit, and your dog was especially interesting. It's an automata. Is that correct?
Yes, but there are plenty of other automata for you to see around here.
Oh, we mean no offense. It's just that your dog is beautiful. If it's all right, we'd love to take a closer look. Did you have a hand in building it? It's fine work.
I built him myself.
As you
That's quite
say,
impressive.
La is beautiful. Like sits up a little higher, strains its head.
You did a magnificent job. My friend here is just admiring the work.
Spellcasting is solid. I don't know if I would have used the exact same spells, but you've done good work.
Excuse me?
Cecil, you know about how to build automata.
I know nothing about how to build automata. I know how to cast spells.
Then how would you know anything about which spells you would cast in order to build something like this?
Because I can hear the tune.
You see, a very special outlook on magic.
Are you
He means
two
no
with
offense.
the church, or
No, see,
We're here solely to meet with a friend. It has
magic
nothing to do with the
has
church.
words and sounds and tone and color and timbre. And the way it combines makes spells. And it can be a loud blast that'll blow through a wall and shatter the windows, or it can be a quiet whisper, just a dear friend in your ear. And this, like I said, you have made very solid sound, but I might have picked different notes. I can only look at the outcome. I don't know the process. I don't know I don't know what instruments you had to work with to get here.
Shun is perhaps slightly insulted.
Yeah,
Different, of
Cecil,
course.
Give me a quick insight check, and we'll see if you pick up on this sort of
Oh,
reaction.
I have a
from my
-2 to
son.
that. So let's see how this
Ooh.
goes. Oh, and that's a 3 on the dice. So that
Oh,
That's
is
not
incredible.
Damn.
Yeah, so Ashun, from your point of view, this guy is like, oh yeah, of course. Music, yeah, totally. Ashun, what is your actual expression saying?
I think it's definitely displeasure. Because not only is it like I have some guy from the church and his friend rambling at me, but said friend who looks younger than me and probably is younger than me, and also has said that he doesn't know anything about building automaton, is over here being like, well, it's not what I would have done.
Remy, I think you pick up on this pretty quick. This sort of energy, and that Cecil is just not getting it.
Different, of course, by no means being better. Let's stick to the magic, Cecil, and not the theoretical. Do you see anything else that interests you in the room?
Cecil pets the dog. You are a very good creation. And kind of straightens back up.
Law sits up nice and straight and actually gives you a little like head nudge with its metallic nose.
Aw.
And I cast to 60 feet in all directions for the sound of more magic.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of feel around. Grub.
And I don't say goodbye. I say goodbye to the dog. I don't say goodbye.
Yeah. Of course. Grub.
As you're walking away, Shun mumbles under his breath, fucking rich people.
Remy, of course, the whole time being like, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for your patience.
Does your stick, Grum, have anything magical about it? Or is it just a stick?
It's a stick. It's just a stick, really. Honestly, actually, it might be interesting that there is, I don't know if this is common, but there is no magic coming off of Grum in any capacity.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
That's kind of what I was getting towards. Cecil, as you are listening, you hear a variety of tunes, a variety of instruments working together to create this not exactly cohesive sound because it's coming from a variety of sources and whatnot. But as you kind of turn your head, it
It's
goes
more like a marketplace. Like everyone is kind of happy and enjoy. Like there's things happening. There's a cacophony of sounds coming together.
Yes,
But none
precisely.
are discordant. They're just also not harmonious.
Yeah, exactly. But then you hear a blank spot. There is no sound. And you notice
I
this.
assume I recognize Grum from when he was stomping around. It's like, oh,
Yes, you
that's a
see
big
this
guy.
the big figure stomping, who had been stomping around the amphitheater, and this is the source of no sound.
Cecil points and it's like, that's a dead spot.
We should probably say it kinder.
No,
Don't
not
say
here.
it
Just
directly
around. I
like
don't know if
that.
it's from. I don't know the source of it, but there's no sound there. There's no music. The song is dead.
Yeah, Grum, you're. What are you up to at this exact second?
He's just looking around. He probably is trying to find food.
Right, and you're starting to smell food from deeper in the house. But as you kind of swing your head to look for it, you see this redheaded gentleman pointing at you, rather boldly.
He'll look at you, like kind of cock his head.
Yeah, and you and Cecil lock eyes. Grum, your eyes are a blue, solid orbs, right? You don't have pupils or anything like that?
That's right.
Yeah. So Cecil, you see these eyes unlike anything you've seen before. And again, there's no magic in this being.
What you need then? He'll walk up to you like lumber.
I was just observing that the song of magic seems to sit silent around you.
Is that sad?
I don't know if it's sad. I think it's real. It's definitely unusual, especially here. Like even most creatures, to some extent, have a certain level of the song through them. Like it weaves through all creation, but you seem to be outside.
Well, I come from real far away. Maybe it has something to do with that.
I've never been anywhere but here, so I don't know if there's places where the song doesn't play. But perhaps where you're from, the song is silent. Or maybe I just can't hear what your song is. You know how you can get those whistles that only like dogs can hear?
Oh yeah.
And so maybe your song is just outside of my perception.
Ah.
Very interesting, though.
Well,
They told me my name
is
is Cecil. I'm supposed to introduce myself to people.
Oh well, my name is Grum. He'll hold his hand out.
Just Cecil takes out his little notebook, flips through, and makes notes about Grum being a dead spot and his theories on the reasons why.
Yeah, and one giant gray-blue hand is being held out towards you.
Oh, you don't shake like normal foots? Okay.
Once you like, are you going to shake like no? Oh, yeah, that thing. Kind of. So that is very much it.
Yeah, I was told I had to shake hands as well. It's not really. And sometimes I forget.
Yeah, that apparently it's polite.
That's what they say. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it seems to
Remy,
make
so
them happy, so it doesn't really hurt me.
Your hand is so tiny in this giant's hand, Cecil. And Remy, you're observing this little interaction. You see Grum standing before you with that blue something crawling up along his chest and face.
Right.
He's got this big old stick and these blue eyes. I don't think Remy has ever seen. Has Remy ever seen anything like Grum before?
I highly doubt it. Unless it was I doubt it.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of like whoa. There's this big guy seems pretty laid back. You know, he's willing to shake hands.
Right.
He does stand out like a sore thumb, but most of the people are kind of giving him a wide berth and otherwise don't seem particularly interested in him.
Well, I, on the other hand, am very interested. So the moment there's a little bit of a lull of a conversation, I'm going to hop in from where I was kind of hovering around Cecil. And, well, my name, by the way, is Remy. I'm a friend of Cecil here. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from, sir?
Oh, I'm from real far away. You know, the big liquid fire mountain.
Liquid fire?
You know.
Like a volcano?
Sure, yeah. It's the biggest one.
Okay. Do I?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a quick history check, Remy. Cecil, you can if you want, but I don't think you know anything about this.
I don't even know what any of those words mean.
Yeah, these are new for you.
Apparently don't know anything about geography because I got a nat 1.
Yeah, no, you're like, wow, a volcano? Cool. Wow.
He said, "Yeah, we all come from a big volcano. And
Well, that's
where do
certainly
you
very
come
interesting.
That kind of
I
boat?
come from a boat.
The canoe is a boat, right? So is this just like a big one?
from? It's a big
It's the
mountain.
kind of boat that can go on fire water, like he's saying.
Big mountain. It spits fire, liquid fire.
That's crazy.
That doesn't sound very fun.
That's super fun. It's the most fun.
Well, I come from just south of here, nowhere nearly as interesting as a volcano.
From one of the cities.
Oh, absolutely from one of the cities whose name escapes me. It starts with a C.
Canistrum.
Canistrum.
Yeah, Grum, feel free to give me a history check and we'll see if you recognize where that is.
Okay. Okay, not terrible. 14.
Yeah, you know Canistrum is the biggest city, actually, and is where most of the food comes from of the Empire, which is probably why you recognize the name.
Oh, yeah, Canistrum. Oh, no, they got a lot of food there.
Oh, they absolutely do, and it's very good food, too. I hope you get a chance to visit.
I hope so. It takes me a while to go from city to city, just walking.
I can only imagine. Are you currently living here in Portitas?
Yep, just working, getting money, and things like that. That's what common folk do, right?
Absolutely it is, and you seem to be doing a fine job of it here.
I'll appreciate that.
Absolutely.
What's with the were you from the church or something?
Absolutely I am. I'm a brother with the church. The mask is just because there's some scarring behind it, and it's easier to wear the mask.
No. Shouldn't be ashamed of the scars. But look at mine. Look at these, eh?
They're very impressive.
Well, anyway, I'm real hungry. And he's just gonna walk away.
Yeah, so off Grum goes.
Everybody's just walking away from Remy today.
Yep, Remy's
I
like,
enjoy
okay.
how Grum and Cecil
just
have
so
very similar
curious.
thoughts on interacting with people.
Oh, all right. I suppose that's over.
They're going to be like
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger and DeVito and twins just hanging around making things worse.
God, Torg, that is such a specific reference that I fully understand. And I don't know what that says about me as a person. But that movie is so weird.
Mhm.
It's a movie where Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger play twins that were separated at birth.
I still need to see that. I've heard it's so
It is quite a movie. Yeah, so Rasmus is still in the corner. He looks uncomfortable. Kind of, his shoulders are kind of hunched. He's got his hands folded together, kind of rubbing his hands and his fingers and just kind of looking around. Nobody is really engaging with him, and he's not engaging with anyone else. But Grum, you get the smell of food coming from through these open doors where some people have started to spread out. Mela, what are you doing at this moment?
She is sort of wondering what's taking Frederick so long. It's been quite a while, and people are starting to come in. She's gonna try to take a discreet peek outside. Like, are there people around that can see her if she steps out?
Give me a quick, we'll do a stealth check and we'll see if you can poke out without catching anybody's attention.
Can she roll against me since I'm walking towards?
Yeah, you are walking in
There
this
we
direction. Perfect.
14.
All right. And Grum, what's your passive perception?
Oh goodness, it is 13.
Okay. You're on the lookout though. You're looking for food.
Yeah,
So give me a perception check.
Okay.
We'll see what you get.
14.
Perfect. Nice. So, Philomela, you poke your head out of the library study door, and Grum, as you are approaching to turn towards the food where you smell, you see the golden chanteuse from before poke her head out around a door. Yeah, do you engage, or are you distracted, or what do you do?
Hey, Mel, we're going to get some food. You want to come with me? You don't have to talk. It's okay.
Mel is gonna give him a look. She's gonna sign him to come in.
Oh, okay. But make it quick, though. I'm really hungry.
Since she can, but she was not recommended to speak out loud. She's gonna sort of touch her neck, the gold curves of her neck, and she's gonna cast message on Grum. So she can whisper it, but he can still hear very clearly.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, I am a little concerned. I haven't seen Frederick for quite some time. Can you search for him and let me know if he's around? And then you can have all the food you want.
Okay, sounds good to me.
No persuasion check required. All right.
It's the food, guys.
Just that easy.
Uh-huh. Well, you did say as much as you want. That might be a problem later.
True. We don't know. Yeah.
He'll start going. He'll detach from the food. It's a little bit difficult for him, but he does it.
So you start looking around for Frederick. Frederick was the man who told you to come along. He's got the green doublet on, and off you go looking for him.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to hop over to... Where did I put him? There he is. Whoop. All right, he's over in here. No, come back. Now he's on the roof. Fuck.
No wonder no one can find him.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so, okay. So, Grum, you
Oh,
start
people
looking
need
around, and give me a perception check real quick as you start heading down this particular hallway.
Perception. He's perceptive, but not right now. He's going to get about 5.
Oh, yeah. So you start heading down this hallway. There are 3 doors. And ahead of you, there's it's like a little side room where there's like storage.
Okay.
But that's what you get so far. Like I said, there's 3 doors, and the automata had said you were welcome to enter anywhere on the bottom floor.
Okay. He'll just keep going. He'll keep going to door looking for... What was it, Fredrickson?
Yes, Frederick.
Fredrickson.
All right. So while you are doing that, Ashun, it's been a while since Frederick has gone. There are people milling about. Other than Remy and Cecil, no one seems particularly interested in speaking to you. There's a nervous-looking man in the corner, and then quite a few wealthy people sort of dotted here and there. What would you like to do?
Well, I definitely relate to the nervous man in the corner, so I'm not even gonna touch that one. And I guess for now, well, I probably would want to get to business as soon as possible, although I don't know where Frederick is.
Mhm.
And I don't suppose I see Mel around either, so she would probably be secondary source of contact, right?
Yes. You are free to wander the villa, the bottom floor, as you would like. So if you want to look for them or look for a snack or whatever you would like, feel free to go about as you will.
Okay. In that case, I will look for Frederick, because honestly, I don't even know how I got to this situation. I was just supposed to go. And I ended up being in a concert. And Stan's saying, I just want to get my job contract worked out. Not too much to ask for in this economy, evidently.
In this economy. Mel, have you ducked back inside?
Not quite. I think
Yeah,
the door sort of slightly remained open, so you can sort of catch a glimpse of gold if you look that way.
Yeah, so Shun, I think you do catch a glimpse of Mela's golden gown through the door ahead of you. Um,
I'll bet. And then I suppose I'll just approach outright then. And just sort of, if she still can't talk, I'll just. It's interesting because I keep on wanting to sign to her, even though she can understand. But no, I'll just ask her if she's seen Frederick.
She's gonna sign back to you. I haven't. I'm a little worried. Did he not come back to pick you up?
No, he did not.
Would Mel have any clue where he'd gone? Like,
there are several spots in the manor where Frederick might have gotten off to. He has like I said, there are some rooms in here you are not allowed to go. They are on the second floor, however. But you do know he has a study here. There's like a little workroom that is off the backyard sort of area. So there's a couple places he could be.
I don't suppose that Law could sniff him out.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a perception check. Or no, we'll do investigation. And does Law has their own stat block, don't they?
Yes,
This should be the Steel Defender stat block.
Mm-hmm. Let me have it up. I don't have it up. Okay. Yep. So that's just straight investigation there?
Yeah, and then add whatever their intelligence score is.
Oh, no. Yeah. Okay.
Nobody
we'll say we'll do it with advantage, though, because Law is a a dog, and even though they have Frederick's scent because they you followed him here. So go ahead and roll that with advantage.
Okay. Okay, that's 11.
Okay, yeah. So Law starts leading you down this direction. And in fact, you see Grum is poking his head into one of the rooms in that direction.
Sorry, I don't have my map up right now.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay. You said Grum is down the room. Okay, I see. So I suppose I'll approach Grum too, because I'm following Law.
Yeah, and Law is heading towards Grum. Law's got their nose to the ground. Sniff, 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 sniff. And they kind of bump up into Grum, shake their head, and then continue down past Grum.
Oh.
Oh, Ishan. Nice to see you again. Where's your dog going?
Well, he's got Frederick's scent.
Oh, I'm looking for Frederick too.
We're gonna find him
together. Let's do it together.
Sorry.
Yeah, so Law leads you and Grum towards a door towards the end of the hall. But before you get there, it opens and Frederick steps... Well, come on, Frederick. Frederick steps out. And he looks a little bit startled. Yes. Shun, and you. Grum. Yes. I apologize for my absence. There were some things I needed to prepare. Now, Grum, please continue with your activities as security. And Shun, I need you to come with me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, he is going not grab you physically, but he is going to where is that? Lead you towards where is this? Hold on. Where is the door for that? Ah, there it is. So he's actually going to lead you towards a door kind of across the hallway and step inside. Follow me, if you would be so kind. And he closes the door behind you. Give me a quick perception check.
Ah, jeez, am I about to be the one murdered? That's so stinky.
The whole time we were worried about Cecil.
But I'm just gonna say I sent you a message on Discord. Just
thank you for
read it
telling
real
me.
quick.
Thank you for telling me.
That's 6.
You got a 6? Yeah, everything seems fine.
Oh God. Okay.
Romy's going to tell
I'm okay with this.
Philomela. He's going to run up and tell Philomela they found him.
Oh, thank you, Blessed Guero. Thank you so much. All right, so Ashan, you don't notice anything unusual as you follow Frederick down these stairs, and we're gonna I'm gonna do this, and the stairs go down quite a ways. Excuse me, everybody watching my camera, because it's going absolutely fucking bonkers right now as I'm trying to figure out how to navigate this map properly. Shit balls, I lost you. Yeah, so you guys start heading down these stairs. Mela, Grum is... Where is Grum right now? Hold on. Oh, God, everything is going crazy.
He went back to Philomela's.
Try the green level.
Yeah, what is going on? Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, God. Grum, yeah, so you're heading back towards Philomela.
Mm-hmm.
Where is all my folks? There they are. Yeah, so you approach Mela. You're still kind of hanging out, and you see Grum approaching.
She's gonna sort of wave her hand, try to get his attention.
I found him. He went that way, in the door.
She's gonna approach real close. He's very high, so she's like looking up at him. She's gonna like tell him to lean down.
Mm.
And she's gonna speak very quietly. Can you hide me as we go?
Sure. If you want.
Thank you. And she's gonna like gesture him, let's go.
It'll be easy to sneak behind me. I'm so big.
Yeah, give me a quick stealth check, Philomela, and do it with advantage because you do have Grum.
Hell yeah. I swear, if I'm gonna get 2 natural ones, I'm gonna flip.
Please.
13?
Okay, yeah. Grum is a big man, so he draws a lot of attention. But you tucked behind him, you kind of are shielded from this attention. People look at Grum as he walks past, but they don't seem to notice you.
Awesome.
Yeah. Remy and Cecil, what have you guys been up to in the intervening moments?
I think Torg just stepped away, but I think we've been doing a little bit more milling around, maybe making some small talk with some of the people maybe I recognize or just seem friendly.
Yeah. Oh, God. What?
And I was going to say that I also have some very obvious magical items on me as well, but Torg's not quite back yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we'll actually... What time is it? It's 4:18, so...
Oh, here's Torg.
There he is. There's the man.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I thought it was safe to flee.
Oh, you're all right. We just
It's always
popped
how it
over to
goes.
you. Yeah,
Just
so
did what to me?
we've just popped over to you and Remy.
Okay.
And Remy had just said that he actually has some magic items on his person.
The most obvious of which are going to be my hands. They're obviously prosthetics, and both of them are very obviously magical. If I had to describe, it'd probably be divination magic. And the color would probably be golden. Sort of a lighter, obviously maybe more like a fiery golden than the actual color of the hands.
He takes one and actually holds it up to his ear to kind of lean in and listen a little more closely.
Remy's just kind of, I'm playing along a little bit as my hand gets put up to an ear. Well, what is it that
They're
you
gold.
hear?
And they glow, but it's almost like their light drains color.
Oh.
They look
Doesn't
for
seem quite
things in
as-
black and white rather than in subtleties.
I think I'll have to have a conversation with my hands later on.
They reach for secrets.
Well, I don't think I knew that about my hands, so thank you for that insight. They help quite a
Words
bit
they
with the
use.
things that I...
Divination.
Oh! Well, yes, they do help quite a bit with that. Some of the things
So
that...
it's soft and dark, like a thief's glove. Reach into the places where things are hidden and pull out the secrets.
Remy's feeling a little bit of what I shouldn't felt a while ago, I think. Well, I'd like to think I leave the secrets there. Don't quite steal
Now
them.
the notes are soft. It's whispered. It's like a decrescendo just before a swell in the music. You know, like the quiet part that really draws you in.
I do. That's beautiful, Cecil.
And like I said, and while it's dark, it's not black. It's not misguided. It's not painful, but it is cloudy.
Thank you for telling me that. I wasn't actually, unlike the gentleman that we met earlier with their dog, I didn't actually build these myself, so that's a bit of insight that I wasn't aware of, so thank you.
How did you come to have fake hands?
It's a little bit of a pause, and, well...
He asked very rudely.
Well, they were a gift, in a way.
Did they take your old hands to give you this gift?
They did have to do that, yes, to be able to give me the gifts, so... my old hands I don't
Did you
have
ask
anymore.
for it, or
It was offered.
because I don't mean to be what I'm told is rude, but having your hands cut off sounds like a really crappy gift.
It was an experience that I would not like to go through again, to be sure, but some of the things that I got in exchange were well worth the experience, I like to think. Maybe it wasn't something that I would have asked for myself, but I'm happy enough with the results.
I can't imagine asking for something like that, but maybe that's why I don't remember anything. Maybe when they took me, that's what they took, is everything I knew before, and now I'm this.
Well, hopefully this is an opportunity to experience happier memories going forward.
I don't think I have any bad memories. Everything's been pretty good.
Well, then we're off to a great start. Well, these hands can actually do a few fun things if you'd like me to give you an example.
Tell me how they work.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
Yay!
I
You
see
asked
both of
for
you.
it. Ask for it.
I've got tricks up my sleeve. How about that? Maybe we could find the gentleman that we met earlier. Not the one with the dog, but the one with the big stick. Would you like to see if maybe we can find them?
Sure. He was nice.
He was very nice.
And he understands that a lot of this politeness is baloney. It's nonsense.
You two do seem cut from the same cloth. So,
Although
why
I
don't we go
suppose
over-
in its own way, it's spell casting.
Indeed it is.
You make
So
the
I'm gonna
right
guide-
combinations of gestures and words, and suddenly conversation moves in your direction.
Again, Cecil, this is another thing I never thought of. You might not know a lot, but you know more than I do in some spaces. Well, come, let's head over to this corner a little bit so we don't attract too much attention, and I can show you what I can do. So I'm going to lead him over here. Both
Remy,
of
you kind of
Remains ominous, just for the record.
Cecil off the corner. Yeah, and we're gonna pop back over to Grum and Philomela. Grum, you are guarding. You're kind of puffing yourself out to block as much as Philomela as you can. Her dress is quite poofy, but you are big enough to succeed in this endeavor. So you arrive at the door that Mela, leads to the lab. And
Okay.
Grum, as you go to open it,
Mhm.
it is locked.
Ah. Wonder why they locked the door.
Do I know how to open it?
Give me a so you know that this door in particular is just a door. It leads to the stairs that leads to the lab. So
Mhm.
if you had the ability to lockpick or something along those lines, you could certainly open it. It is not magically locked.
No. Let's see. No, I do not have that. Do I know if there's a key somewhere? If there's a key phrase?
You do know that Frederick keeps a spare key of his in his room here, which is upstairs.
Oh. Do I know that if I knock, will he hear it?
It's like a 50-50 shot. It depends on where he is.
Okay. It's not like magically. Okay, gotcha. Damn.
I'm really good at breaking down
It mu-
doors.
No. She's gotta like shake her head. Like, no.
Oh, oh.
Am I allowed to that room upstairs?
You are allowed upstairs, but Frederick generally prefers you do not go into his quarters.
Yeah. Man. What a conundrum. And Shun was here just a bit ago, right?
Correct.
Because I sent him back. Well, I didn't send him. His dog went that way.
Yes, you saw Law leading a Shun down the same path Grum went, and then Grum came back and said he found Frederick. And it's not too much of a leap for you to assume that Frederick found a Shun along the way.
I'm going to try and knock on the door.
Okay. Yeah, so you knock. And we are going to zoom down a staircase, a steep staircase, to the basement, where Frederick is currently leading a Shun to a large set of double doors. Frederick has been mostly silent as he led you down the stairs. It's dark down here. There are torches along the walls, but it's still kind of dark. Shun, you see Frederick remove a large brass key from his pocket, and then he opens the door, and he kind of looks over his shoulder, "Come with me," and enters the lab.
All right. Going in, out of characterly, I hope I don't get murdered. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
so
fucking awesome lab.
Frederick
Hell
leads
yeah.
you in, and it is quite a spectacular place. This is
Uncle Freddy's murder
what
beast.
is a Shun's lab look like? What is his setup? Does he have a lot of good equipment, or is it a lot of like scrounged up stuff? Like, give us a rundown of his usual setup.
I would say it's probably pretty cluttered. It's small, but he's proud of his equipment, even if it isn't like the newest. And he sort of makes do with what he can and what he, I guess, can't make do with. He does his best to,
Hmm.
get from other means.
Yeah. Yeah, and so you have this your workstation, your work ethic is sort of scrappy. Like I make do with what I have and I will make it work. As you step into this space, you realize Frederick does not have that problem. Frederick has anything he could need at a moment's notice. And he actually leads you without caring. Like, he just sort of is like, all right, now come with me. And he brings you over to a table over here. Now, to perform the repairs will be quite a bit of work. I will need you to acquire a certain amount of ingredients from these shelves, along with the schematics. And he starts to talk, and he gestures for you to go over to basically over here and look for a certain shelf with a certain scroll on it.
Okay, I will do that, but also I think I would like to ask him what we're repairing at this point.
Ah, you noticed the filigree on Philomela's neck?
Yes. Did I? Probably.
You did. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's beautifully done work, and it seems to unwrap around her whole neck and throat. She has an augment that requires repair.
Oh, so is that why she can't speak then?
Correct.
And I guess how did the augment get, I guess, broken?
She pushed
Damaged?
too hard, as I have often told her not to, but as you know, people do not always listen. Um, I believe it is the third shelf. I have to gather a few things, but please, make haste. And he turns around.
Okay, I guess I'm checking out the third shelf. While also kind of looking at the other things, like, not taking too long, but letting my eyes skim over what else he has there.
Right. He's got thousands of schematics. They are generally neatly rolled up and neatly labeled. And as you start looking through these, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh no. Okay. Oh man, that one was a nat 20.
No.
Nah.
All right, 16.
Okay. Yeah, so you're looking through. I gotta do something really quick. La 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 la. So, as you are looking through these schematics, you find the third shelf. You think the one that is correct. And just as you are turning around, you feel something impact the back of your head. And you are knocked unconscious.
Damn it.
And that, my friends, is where we are going to end this session today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope you all had a good time. I
We got
certainly
cliffhangers.
did. A little bit of a cliffhanger. We leave off with the Shun unconscious in the basement lab. And this is where we're going to call it. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. We will be streaming same time next week. Same time, same bat channel. Also, we are posting the episodes in 2 parts on YouTube. So episode 1, part 1 and 2 are currently uploaded. They are edited down, so a lot of the technical issues are cut out, and the long pauses and stuff, so it's a little easier watch. But thanks again for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will see you all again next week.
See y'all later.
Bye, all. Thanks for coming.